Beloved one, please listen with care. I am sending you guidance because you matter deeply to me. What I place in front of you is not minor or incidental. I speak to protect you, to strengthen you, and to keep you from stepping into conditions that could disturb the peace I have been restoring in your life. This warning is not meant to instill fear. It is meant to help you remain awake, steady, and aligned with the purpose I have been cultivating within you. Keep these words close. Within them is protection, understanding, and direction that can genuinely reshape the way ahead. I see what you cannot yet see, and I notice what is softened or hidden beneath appearances, beneath pleasant speech, moments that look harmless, or charm that arrives when you are vulnerable. The individual I am cautioning you about is not merely someone who happened into your life. Their presence can quietly redirect your attention away from the calling that belongs to you if you are not discerning. That is why I offer this now, not to harden your heart, but to keep your spirit alert and your mind clear. If this truly reaches you and you choose to respond in faith, quietly affirm your trust. You have already endured pressure, seasons of isolation, and days when others misunderstood your path. Throughout that refining, I sustained you. And because you remained faithful, I will not permit you to move forward blind into patterns that steal time, disrupt peace, or delay what I have been building for you. At first, this person may seem affirming. They may speak encouragement. They may draw close to your steadiness, your kindness, or the quiet confidence I keep forming in you. But beneath that exterior, there can be turbulence, unresolved wounds, and patterns that eventually pull you into imbalance. Do not mistake attention for true companionship. Not everyone who is drawn to what you carry has been appointed to walk consistently beside you. Some are searching for relief for their own struggles, wanting stability without doing the necessary work to grow. You are entering a time when your self-awareness is sharpening and your sense of direction is becoming clearer. As that clarity grows, others are naturally attracted, some out of respect, others hoping to borrow strength without changing themselves. I am not asking you to judge harshly or shut kindness away. I am asking you to remain anchored in wisdom and observation. Discernment is one of the most faithful guards I place in those willing to listen. When something feels unsettled below the surface, do not dismiss it. Often that inner signal is part of how I help you recognize what requires care. Some of you already sense an unusual shift around this presence, moments when kindness bends toward pressure, when admiration turns subtly demanding, or when warmth gives way to a tightening in your peace. These are not meaningless echoes. They are quiet invitations to slow down and see more fully. Let me be clear, this does not mean this person is irredeemable. They may be contending with storms in their own heart, yet those storms are not yours to carry. Your life was not formed to be consumed by rescuing someone who will not move toward growth, responsibility, and healing. Your path is intended for purpose, harmony, restoration, and partnerships that make your calling stronger rather than quieter. Compassion remains beautiful, but it must walk with wisdom. You cannot heal someone by forfeiting your own balance. You cannot safeguard another while abandoning the guidance I hold for you, and you cannot build an enduring future of peace while ignoring warnings that appear gently before you. Notice the small effects over time, how your energy feels after being near them, whether your clarity becomes healthier or begins to blur, whether your days are marked by steadier thought or repeated strain. Peace is one of the clearest markers I use to direct those who belong to me. When a connection repeatedly disrupts that sense of calm, it is a moment to pause and listen more sincerely. Distance is not always rejection. It can be protection of preparation or preservation of what is vital. There are seasons when release, space, or separation is the gentlest way to honor what I am forming ahead. You are not walking this without me. I am guiding step by step, closing doors that would lead toward depletion and opening ones aligned with growth and stability. This matters because you are moving into a new season. The road ahead carries opportunities, responsibilities, and encounters that demand a steady heart and an unclouded mind. Distractions will arise in many forms, yet I will continue to grant insight when you truly seek it. Stay near what I teach you. Stay loyal to your purpose. Remember that not every bond is meant to endure simply because it began. Some meetings are lessons, some are trials, and some are safeguards designed to keep you safe. Many difficulties enter quietly, wrapped in familiarity, comfort, or emotional momentum. And that is precisely why your awareness must stay vigilant. Let your kindness remain, but let it no longer be a doorway that invites confusion. Even if someone does not fully understand their own impact, your task is not to absorb another's unrest while your own life loses focus. When you find yourself gradually heavy with worry, or pulled into proving devotion, or expected to absorb repeated emotional turbulence, those patterns are telling you something about alignment. Protect your peace with intentional care. I never designed your journey for constant strain. My guidance brings clarity, my counsel brings calm. When a relationship keeps returning you to fatigue, conflict, or uncertainty, it is time to honor what you know. Helping someone grow looks different from becoming entangled in cycles they refuse to address. Growth happens when two people mature alongside honesty and shared responsibility. When one remains stuck in patterns that destabilize, the other is drawn into carrying burdens that were never theirs to permanently hold. You have learned strength through seasons of endurance. Many nights you stood firm while support felt absent, and many days your course looked misunderstood. Those days did not vanish without purpose. They built resilience within you, strengthening your ability to recognize what belongs and what quietly erodes your own life. That maturity now matters. Decisions ahead will shape the trajectory you continue to build, and people around you will respond to the changes you are embodying, some with true encouragement, others with attachment that resists responsibility. So remain composed, attentive, and slow to rush emotional commitments. Attraction, urgency, or compelling explanations do not by themselves create healthy foundations. What endures is shared values, harmony, honesty, and genuine mutual respect. If sympathy or personal stories rise and stir your concern, let your care continue, but surround it with steady boundaries. You are not asked to abandon empathy. You are asked never to allow it to eclipse wisdom. You are not obligated to rescue every story that crosses your path. I am the one who restores and renews. When someone continues resisting change, denying accountability, or generating ongoing disorder around them, even the most earnest support cannot substitute for their own willingness. And when you preserve your emotional well-being, you protect the very life I am continuing to shape. Notice how your own breathing changes, how your thoughts settle, how your direction feels when you are away from confusion. Healthier connections free your attention rather than fragment it. If you begin to set kinder limits and you meet resistance, pressure, guilt, attempts to keep you responsible for another's feelings, do not be misled. Boundaries safeguard both lives. They create space where healing can honestly begin or show where it will not. A chapter is opening before you, and within it I am preparing relationships that will honor your growth. The people meant to remain close will bring presence without steady depletion, stability without manipulation, and encouragement that matches accountability. Sometimes a warning arrives right before a blessing becomes visible, because once distraction softens, room expands for what truly fits. I see the future you are stepping toward, doors that open with time, opportunities that reward clarity, and days that require both courage and steadiness. That is why I guide you now. Stay close to the inner sense that discerns truth. Even when your heart feels tender, let it move with observation rather than blind reaction. Not every stirring is love being proven, and not every intensity signals what will endure. Allow time to clarify patterns. A single warm exchange cannot cancel repeated habits that disturb what you have fought to protect. Steps made slowly with awareness spare unnecessary hardship later. The right people will never require you to abandon your calm, compromise your identity, or live under constant emotional strain. They will value your boundaries, respect your pace, and grow with you rather than pull you into loops that leave you depleted. You are being protected, guided, and aligned step by step. This moment is not the conclusion of your story. It is a turning point, a protection before elevation, a clearing before new light. Let the calm return, let wisdom hold the lead, and trust that I will continue to accompany you, steady, faithful, and near, as you move forward into the steadier, more purposeful life I have prepared for you. Beloved one, as we reach this final moment together, I want you to carry these truths deep within your heart. Everything I have shared with you comes from a place of genuine care and protection. You are not ordinary. You were chosen for a purpose that many cannot yet understand. The path ahead holds tremendous promise, but only if you walk it with wisdom and discernment. The woman I warned you about represents more than just one person. She represents every distraction that tries to pull you away from your divine assignment. She represents every connection that drains rather than restores. She represents every relationship that demands your light while offering only shadows in return. Understanding this truth will protect you not just now, but throughout every season that follows. You have grown tremendously through your struggles. Every tear you shed in silence built strength within you. Every moment of loneliness taught you the value of genuine connection. Every betrayal showed you the importance of recognizing true intentions. These lessons were never punishments. They were preparations for the elevated life that awaits you. Do not waste what those seasons taught you by ignoring the guidance being offered now. Your heart is precious. Guard it carefully. Not everyone deserves access to the deepest parts of who you are. Some people enter your life seeking warmth because their own hearts have grown cold. They want to borrow your fire without building flames of their own. When you recognize this pattern, you must respond with wisdom rather than guilt. Walking away from what harms you is not cruelty. It is survival. It is wisdom. It is honoring the life you were given. The peace you have been seeking is closer than you realize. But peace requires space. It requires removing what constantly disturbs your spirit. It requires choosing stillness over chaos and clarity over confusion. When you protect your peace, you create room for blessings that have been waiting patiently for your attention. Relationships meant for you will feel different from what you have experienced before. They will bring calm instead of constant worry. They will offer support without demanding your entire being in return. They will celebrate your growth instead of feeling threatened by it. They will walk beside you toward purpose rather than pulling you backward into patterns that lead nowhere. Wait for these connections. They are worth your patience. As you move forward from this moment, remember that awareness is your greatest protection. Pay attention to how people respond when you establish boundaries. Notice whether they respect your decisions or attempt to manipulate your emotions. Observe whether their actions match their words over time. These observations will reveal truth more clearly than any promise spoken in emotional moments. You are entering a season of tremendous blessing and opportunity. Doors will open that seemed permanently closed. Paths will appear that you never imagined possible. People will arrive who genuinely support your calling without hidden motives. But receiving these gifts requires releasing what no longer serves your highest good. Let go of connections that drain you. Release relationships that constantly create confusion. Step away from bonds that require you to diminish yourself. Trust the process unfolding in your life. Every ending creates space for new beginnings. Every closed door redirects you toward better destinations. Every person who leaves makes room for those who truly belong. Nothing that departs was ever meant to stay permanently. Accept this truth and peace will follow naturally. You are loved beyond measure. You are protected more than you know. You are guided with care through every decision you face. The warnings given were acts of love designed to keep you safe. The wisdom shared was meant to strengthen your discernment. The truth revealed was offered so your future remains bright and unobstructed. Walk forward with confidence. Hold your head high with dignity. Move through life with the knowledge that something greater watches over you constantly. Your story is still being written, and the best chapters lie ahead. Believe this with your entire heart. Embrace the protection surrounding you, and step boldly into the beautiful future that has been prepared especially for you. You are chosen, you are protected, you are guided. Never forget this truth.